Book Introduction, Tarot of Sexual Magic. The magical and creative power inherent in sexuality and the sexual act is a reality man has been aware of since the dawn of time. Moreover, if magic is recognized as one face of reality, it is not surprising that sexuality, which is so important not only in the life of the individual, but for the entire human species, plays a fundamental role in magic as well. The magic power that derives from the sexual dimension can be developed through abstinence, virginity, or retaining sperm so that the magician may channel the energies that accumulate within him or her in a mystical direction. In antiquity, this aspect of sexual magic was embodied in priestly figures, like those of the virgins of the Oracle of Delphi, or the Vestal Virgins of ancient Rome. More often, however, sexual magic is expressed by people through the act or sexual desire, embracing rather than denying the urges that drive the human being. The male and the female. In order to understand the essence of sexual magic, one must recognize that there are two opposites, separate yet complementary, male and female. The male represents the part of reality linked to creation and the ability to fertilize. In the tarot, in particular, the male is associated with the suit of swords and wands, which are both typically phallic symbols, and some of the major arcana, like the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Sun. The female represents the part of reality linked to receptivity and fertility. In the tarot, these aspects are associated with the suits of chalices and pentacles, and some of the major arcana, like the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Moon. Sex, on a mystical level, is the only moment in which the male and the female unite and coexist. This aspect is a source of enormous power. Most people refer to it as passion. For those initiated into magic, however, this represents a greater power that can be used and controlled to alter and transform reality. The tarot. The sexual magic tarot may offer a variety of applications. Above all, it can be used as one would use a traditional deck, but while taking into consideration its strong erotic impact. It can be used for personal divination and inspiration, as long as the reader takes into account that the images and symbols were studied to enter into sync with the erotic, passionate, and secret aspects of the soul of every individual. For this tarot, the body is the key to reaching the spirit. Secondly, the sexual magic tarot cards can be seen as a ritual map of an erotic path, or as the stops during a voyage towards the sexual awareness of the individual or couple. In this sense, the voyage begins with the magician, who represents erotic intention, and passes on through the invitation and the refusal, abandonment, and doubt, as far as fusion, to gratification and sensual freedom, symbolized by the Fool. The third and more complex aspect of this deck is the use of the tarot as a magical means within a magical and sexual act. In fact, each arcana is the symbolic and graphic representation of a spell or ritual from the great book of sexual magic. In this sense, it is essential to remember that sexual magic is born of abandon and awareness, from instinct and urges that transcend corporeity. Those who plan to use these means to dominate others or to satisfy their own desires are destined to fail. Reading the Arcana. Below are the descriptions of some of the aspects of each arcana that may be useful to the reader in interpreting this deck. Number 1, the name indicates the traditional name of the arcana and the number associated with it. 2, the act indicates a key word that describes the role of the arcana in the erotic path of the individual or the couple. The magic procedure, number 3, the magic procedure indicates the magic action the arcana refers to and suggests the ritual or spell it is symbolically tied to. Number 4, the meaning proposes a divinatory meaning or inspiration useful for the traditional meaning.